Hey all, Lou here, Tiny Mountain Houses. Today I'm going to do a walkthrough of our Mount Gabriela model. Now we've added the optional porch to this, as you can see. Really inviting presence of this house. 9.2 wide, we are 32 feet long, including the 26-foot house itself, or tiny, and another 6 feet of porch here. This is a covered porch. We've added the ceiling fan to it and 4 lights up here. Really inviting. Now, this is not staged at the moment. Actually, it was recently purchased by an elderly gentleman that needed changes done. So I'm going to walk you inside and show you how we modified this particular model to meet his needs. He had some mobility issues that he needed some specific items to live comfortably. I'm going to show those to you. So as always, this is a Mount Gabriela model. It's got the 50-year warranty, Louisiana Pacific siding, the 40-year warranty, standing seam metal roof, fully insulated, good windows. We've got the mini split and an on-demand tankless water heater included in this build. And of course the optional porch with some cool railing. Let's go inside and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think it could be useful in certain situations, maybe yours. Come on. Ah, somebody's at the door. It's Nick. Hey, Nick. Hey, you gotta check this out, man. Come on in. Mount Gabriela. We've done some pretty cool stuff for this particular buyer. But I want to show you some of the standard stuff that we do, not standard, but some of the items that were included in this particular build. We did add the butcher block snack bar in lieu of the standard laminate top bar that comes in here standard. And we did a nice finish to it. You can see the luster of this. I think it turned out very nicely. The entry area standard is with this built-in cabinet there. So you got additional storage there, whether coats or shoes or whatever it might be. In this particular build, we've added a couple of lighting packages in here where we've added the 4 lights here in the living room area. And as we go back into the bedroom, you'll see another 4 there. We've added the wooden blade ceiling fan as well, and the 2-inch faux wood blinds throughout. When Nick walked up to the front door, he knocked on a single light French door there with the built-in blinds. Pretty cool. Let me show you how they operate. I always think this is pretty awesome. See that? You go up like that, and it closes them up. You can flippy-flop them like that, or raise them right back up. Pretty easy. So great, you don't have to worry about dusting them or the pets crinkling them up or them getting tangled. So it really is a nice feature that we do a lot of. Walking back into the kitchen area, standard countertops in that they are laminate. Standard sink, 24-inch, 9 inches deep. This is a drop-in sink, so it goes above the countertop itself. Nice faucet, if I can pull it out there, and we got a little drippage there. We added the hickory cabinets in here, and there's some solid cabinetry, I'll tell you that. Adjustable shelves in the overheads, as always, soft close, as always. We did add the microwave, and it vents outward. It doesn't recycle air. We've added the upgrade Thor 4-burner propane range. I love the look of this unit. High end, it functions fantastic, great reviews. If you're looking for something upscale, this might be the one for you. Stainless steel top freezer. This is an 11.1 cubic foot, and then we've got the cabinet above the refrigerator. I want to note something here, is the fact that when we do these cabinets above the refrigerator, as opposed to making them 12 inches deep, which is typical of construction, we extend it out. easy access. Better to get stuff in and out of there. I mean, what do you do with this space otherwise? You can't put anything on here. We get bang knocked off when you open the doors. So it kind of makes sense. Hopefully, you can see where there's a value to that. The trim out above the cabinets, these are extended height cabinets in that overall, shoot, they're almost 54 inches tall. So, I always say you can't go out, might as well go up and use that wall space up there. What I want to really hone in on are some of the items that we've done for this buyer in the bathroom area. We've got some mobility challenges, and we did our best to accommodate, and they feel real happy with it too. In that, first off, grab bar to the right of the toilet there. As you look into the shower area, more grab bars. Notice that? One on the side, the right-hand side, and the back. And then we actually added, if you can see this, this is a pull down. I don't want you to get in the way here, Nick. Shower head on a rail. This rail is adjustable, and it's also a grab bar. I'll put this back in here if I don't drop it and bang things up. So it really adds some function, ease of mobility. I mean, and it helps this particular buyer be able to do everyday things. The other thing we've done is added a seat. That seat can support over 300 pounds. And look at that. It tucks away nicely. I mean, it really adds livable features for this particular buyer. And maybe in your situation or somebody this can be a great help to them. We not only can do that in this house, just some of the things we can do in this house, we can do it in a lot of the builds we offer and more. So if you've got specific needs, we'd love to hear from you. Let's talk about it and see how we might be able to accommodate those needs. You might be surprised. So with that, I mean, as I talked about some of the things we added in here, this is a one-piece fiberglass 36-inch shower. Yeah, if you wanted enclosure on here, you could have it, but it kind of would be impeded by the cabinetry here. We've got a base cabinet in here with a small sink. We've got a built-in medicine cabinet that's recessed, and you get lots of storage above the toilet area. I think Nick will probably get back to that on B-roll. Pocket door accesses this area. Great use of space as opposed to a swinging type door. Pretty cool stuff. Hopefully you can see some value in some of these items. Let's go take a look at the bedroom. Come on. Guys, let's check out the bedroom. And once again, pocket door, the same as in the accessing the bathroom. As you walk back into this area, Nick's going to kind of swivel around here, but this is a good size bedroom. I mean, you're going to put a full-size bed in here and have walk-around space. Is fairly accessible. In this area here, we did prep it for single unit RV style washer dryer. The connections are on the left wall there. We added this cabinet above for storage, as you can see. And then as we go over to my right side, what we did for this particular buyer is they wanted rods in certain locations. So we placed the first rod there at a certain distance from the floor, the second one as well, and then the shelf above it. Once again, to meet their specific needs. Pretty easy stuff, really. In this room, you notice you've got 3 good-sized windows. One is noted exit. We need to do that for our certification, and that's why it's labeled the way it is and has the red lever on there. Good-sized windows, low E, argon gas filled, high efficiency residential windows. And I noted too earlier, I think, the 2-inch faux wood blinds we've got that we added, and the wooden blade ceiling fan, and then the 4-light package that you see up on the ceiling there. Our cottage series, I don't think I mentioned, sheetrock, textured throughout. We played with this for a while until we reached a comfort level where we felt that we could use drywall in our units, and I'll tell you, having done it for 2 years now, the results have been phenomenal. And in terms of fracturing, cracking, every once in a while we'll see a hairline crack, and that's about it. So it really has performed very nicely for us, and I think it gives you that residential feel and look Notice the ceiling's done the same way, the walls are done the same way. A lot of the times, I don't know, you might have seen some of our previous videos where we do the tongue and groove pine ceiling. And of course, you can add that to any of the builds that we do. Let's go over into the living room area and I'll do a recap. Come on. All right, let's see here. Oh, wait a minute, guys. You know what? I forgot to mention a couple things in the bathroom. Come on, I want to show you something. Come on in. You know, I'm really, really mesmerized by what we've done in here. You know, in that, you know, I did mention we've got the handicap. This is a grab bar along with the other grab bars that we've added in here. And these ain't gonna move, guys. They're rigid, they're solid, they're backed. When we do this, we make sure that they're gonna exceed your expectations. This is kind of cool. Let's see if I can figure this out. So this slides up and down. So the mounting of this is stainless steel, by the way, so you can place it wherever's comfortable to you. You can lock it in. This removes. You know, you can wash yourself, spray off, and scratch. So nice feature. And then I really wanted to point out this: the ease of use of this is awesome. Easily folds down, easily folds back up, locks into place. I think I mentioned earlier the ability for support. You know, we've backed this baby ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna show you. See that? Look at that. No movement. I mean, it is rigid. If I don't fall down, it's rigid. It really is. Oh, clean it up. A solid a seat that can be an asset for somebody that needs it. So, you know, I really wanted to point that out. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, something goofy, I guess, but something very functional for those in need. Now I'll do the recap. Come on. Just want to do a recap of this Mount Gabriela model. I think I mentioned the standard house is 26 feet long. It is 9'2" wide. It comes with eaves all the way around it. 40-year warranty, standing seam metal roof. And when I say standing seam, for those of you that might not know what that means, it means that the fasteners on the roof are not exposed. Actually, each piece of metal clips over the next one. And what that really means is they're not going to rust and fall off and cause problems or leaks, you know, on down the road. So they're really meant to be a long-lasting application. And the reason I point that out is, you know, not to disparage any other builders, but to tell you what we do. You know, this is really going to add some longevity and minimize the maintenance of your tiny house that Tiny Mountain Houses builds for you. The siding is a 50-year Louisiana Pacific is the manufacturer siding. It's standard on all the units we produce. We have rough sawn trim all the way around, just like site built would do. Inside, well, this particular house, we did add the 6-foot covered porch, and we added the ceiling fan and the 4 lights out there. When we do these decks, this is a composite decking material. And then the railing, we added custom railing on this particular unit. Now, we've got a lot of choices when it comes to railing. If you want to do something different, easy enough. Let's just chat about it. Entry door, we did add the single light French door with the built-in blinds. I'll show you how cool they look. We added the 2-inch forward blinds throughout every window in here. As you look at the kitchen, we did upgrade the cabinets to the hickory. I mean, bulletproof stuff. This stuff is heavy duty. Bank of drawers, storage. We added the Thor 4-burner propane range. We did the microwave that exhausts to the outside, doesn't recirculate the air, and we added the 11.1 cubic foot stainless steel refrigerators. And you've got a fair amount of cabinetry in here too, for a small house. Standard countertops being laminate. We did upgrade the backsplash, drop-in stainless steel sink, standard. We added the fancy faucet in here. So, you know, those are some of the amenities you see here in the kitchen. We did add the single zone mini split, so the ductless heating and cooling system. Super, super energy efficient. This house has standard a 5.1 gallon per minute output Renai on-demand tankless water heater. Fantastic standard for this series of home. You're only using power, you're only using propane when you're using that particular, when you're using hot water, and for that matter, using the range. So, a tank of propane can last you quite a long time, as long as you're not running hot water 24/7. Residential flush toilet, I talked about the bathroom and the components we added in there to assist somebody that has some challenges. And as I talk about all the things that, or some of those specifics in the bathroom, your needs, we want to hear. If you've got some specifics that maybe you think that can't be dealt with, you might be surprised. We'd love to hear from you to discuss whatever it is that your specifics might be, and see how we can achieve the results that you're looking for. As I close this, I didn't mention the TV, so we added the TV in here as well. So that's a wall mount on a swivel. But guys, I'll tell you, myself, Lou, Nick, the whole staff at Tiny Mountain Houses, our goal is to find solutions for your tiny house needs. We would relish the opportunity to talk to you maybe about your specifics. I talked about some of the things we did in this particular house for this particular buyer. What are yours? We would love to hear from you. Guys, I want to say thanks for checking this out. Hopefully we'll hear from you at some point in the future. And thanks a lot. Take care. Lou and the gang, Tiny Mountain Houses.